brilliant move on RFK Jr.'s part. So RFK Jr. just came out, said he's suspending his campaign, but he's not taking his name off the ballot completely, only in these swing states. Welcome back to the channel, Culture Confederacy here. It's Friday, so happy Friday, everybody. Yo, Confederates, Culture Confederates. Hey, we're all Confederates. That's how the United States was actually formed. It was a confederation, turned into a federal republic. So we're all Confederates. Just admit it, you're a Confederate. Be proud of it. Nothing dirty about that word. So at any rate, this is the channel where there are no fancy graphics, epic soundtracks, pretty boy camera angles. It's you, me, my smartphone, the news of the day. This is for those of you who are new, who are clicking on this for the first time. Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. We don't do that here. It's just me, you, my smartphone, this mission, crusade to preserve great art, music, history, and culture as we talk about the news of the day. But this is a brilliant move by RFK Jr. Oh, and I've got to share this with you. So I'm going to put everything in one video today. They're going to hold a J6 Gala, January 6th Gala, at one of Trump's resorts. Actually, his golf course, I think in New Jersey. So got some headlines out there about that. But this is a brilliant move by RFK Jr. because this is pulling the rug out from underneath these swing states. In other words, what's happening here, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me in the comment section below, is that Trump and RFK Jr. are forming some type of an alliance, last-minute alliance, that is going to put more emphasis on these other states rather than the swing states. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And keep in mind that Kamala Harris hasn't given a press conference here. And RFK Jr., he went after Kamala Harris. He went after the DNC. And CNN apparently cut away from this, or some of these networks cut away from this once he started attacking the mainstream media, the runaway media as I call it, the DNC, Kamala Harris. They didn't want to hear that. No. So, a Trump-RFK Jr. alliance. Now, one of the sticking points here was the COVID vaccine rollout. Because his VP pick, RFK Jr.'s VP pick, I forget her name, she did a presser where she said, well, you know, one of the things that's stopping us from endorsing Trump here is his handling of the COVID vaccine rollout. So apparently they've reached some type of agreement. RFK Jr. is endorsing Trump. Again, he's taking his name off the ballot. He's suspending his campaign, taking his name off the ballot in these swing states, but not in other states. That's key here. Brilliant move, as I said. That's the best word I can think of. Brilliant. And remember, if it weren't for JFK, we wouldn't have Reagan or Clinton. So the Kennedy name has some weight behind it. So getting to what I really wanted to talk about here, this J6 Gala. Here are the headlines out there about this. New York Times fundraiser for January 6th defendants will be held at Trump's golf course, or golf club. NBC New York, NBC4. A January 6th awards gala is planned at Trump's New Jersey golf club next month. Newsweek, Donald Trump hosting January 6th awards gala sparks fury, absolutely horrid. So we'll go to The Independent, because they have an article about this, and to NBC4. A January 6th or J6 awards gala organized by pro-Trump by pro-Trump, nonprofit, the American Project, will be held at his Bedminster Golf Club in New Jersey on September 5th, with the former president and Rudy Giuliani among the invited, that's in quotes here, but not confirmed speakers. The announcement poster advertises that, quote, the attendees will get a chance to win a Justice for All Donald J. Trump and J6 Prison Choir plaque. The plaque apparently celebrates the briefly Billboard charting jailhouse tune featuring Trump reading the Pledge of Allegiance and writers singing the national anthem that was released earlier this year. So if you go over to the Independent, or I'm sorry, you go to NBC4, try to keep track here. NBC4, New York, says the September 4th event, or September 5th. Boy, I can't get my headlines right, my dates right here. It's a one-take video. I could not sleep last night. Just a little side here. I could not sleep last night, so I didn't get to bed. Well, I slept on and off throughout the night. Then I didn't fall asleep early till 6 o'clock this morning. Didn't wake up till almost 1. And I'm still trying to wake up. So at any rate, NBC4 New York, one-take video today. The September 5th event at Trump National Golf Course is hosted by the Stand in the Gap Foundation, a quote-unquote nonprofit foundation dedicated to advocating for change in reentry, family services, and justice reform. The focus is on January 6 defendants, according to the event website. Boy, I'm telling you, we were just getting through this today, okay? So, hey, that happens when you do YouTube videos, so I'm not going to worry anymore about making mistakes in my videos. You want me to be perfect here? Stand in the Gap is listed as a sponsor along with Glory Bank and the America Project, according to the Daily Beast, which first reported the event. The main event page features a flyer that includes Trump and former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani among the invited speakers, as they said in this article at The Independent. But Giuliani's representatives didn't immediately return Axios' request for comment, nor did those for the golf club or the nonprofit. And according to the New York Times, the husband of the woman behind the nonprofit is a former law enforcement officer in Tennessee who was serving time in connection with the January 6th insurrection. Well, it wasn't insurrection. It was an event that got out of hand, turned into a riot because you didn't have enough security to handle the situation. Thank you, Nancy Pelosi. The organization's co-founder is another January 6th defendant, the paper reports. So how do you like that? A January 6th gala planned for September, early September. So they made it sound like Trump is hosting this thing. Well, he's not hosting this thing. It's going to be held at his golf course, the Bedminster Golf Course in New Jersey. But they made it sound like Trump is personally holding this event. And he's going to give out all these awards to all these January 6 riders, the insurrectionists here. Please, please, can we just be honest for once? January 6 was a ruse to get Trump. That's all you need to know. And you had it get out of hand because they didn't have enough security, which I think, in my humble opinion here, YouTube, okay? Which I think was the plan all along. Make Trump look bad as best as we can because we don't want this guy getting reelected. We don't want him back in office. So what's Kamala Harris going to do now that RFK Jr. is taking his name off the ballot in these swing states, but keeping his name on the ballot in these other states? What are they going to do? So things are really hitting a high note here, heating up in this election cycle. So thanks for being with me, letting me stumble my way through this. As I said, another one-take video. It is what it is. Hey, I just bring these videos to you as they are. So let me know again what you think in the comments section below. You can also follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, because I write music in my spare time. Or go to X, Culture Confederacy, at CultureConfed1 on X. You can also find me at Substack. And it's a lot of fun doing these videos. Never know what I'm going to talk about. So it's an adventure, but I do have a blast doing this, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for watching, subscribing, and telling your friends about the channel. I'll catch you next time, and y'all have a great Friday. Take care.